Hey guys, and welcome to another reaction video. Yeah, and today was my last real day at school for quite a while. Technically there would still be tomorrow, but tomorrow we aren't doing anything. Like literally nothing. We didn't do really anything today either, but like I will go to school and come back at like before noon. I'm not exactly sure when we are free to leave. I think like 11:30 or something. But yeah, usually the earliest I would be able to go would be 1 p.m. So that's cool. Yeah, I could I could be done with school pretty much now. Or I think actually the majority of my classes stop going to school and have already some place to work for now. Some others, including me, are gonna keep going to school for 3 more years because when I'm done with after these 3 more years I'm going to school, I can study if I want to. Which I probably will do that. Well, at least I would like to do that. But yeah, we'll see. I will see how it goes. But yeah, that's kind of cool. Usually I would, like, if I wouldn't be in the class I am, in the grade I am, like in the year I am in 10th grade, which I am in now, I would have to keep going to school for 2 more weeks. And then we would all have free for like 6 weeks. Yeah, summer break, summer holidays. I'm just gonna call them that. They're not really holidays in this sense, but are 6 weeks here in Germany. So I get like, I don't know, 8. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure if I would have to keep going to school for 2 or 3 more weeks. So 8 or 9 weeks, which is pretty cool. So yeah. I don't know why I felt the reason to tell you that. It's not like you care. But yeah, I've just wasted 2.5 minutes of this video. Today I'm continuing with the After the Fact series, the review from Silver-Quill. Today's episode is Daring Don't. I do like. I've never seen Indiana Jones, any of the Indiana Jones movies. But from what I know, I think I would like him. Like, I do like that kind of movie. But this episode, I don't really know. I like Daring Do as the character, and I think that the author of the book, J.K. Yearling or whatever her fucking name was, is actually Daring Don't. Daring Do, and is writing her adventures that she had down was an interesting idea, but a little bit weird. It was really something. Okay. I mean, I just don't know. I imagine that Arizona guy. Does he not know of these books? Like, what would you do if you're... Well, I'm just gonna call her nemesis. I guess you could call it that. Like, the guy that constantly stops you with your... Or the girl, in this case, that constantly stops you with your evil plans, which is write a book about it and pretend all of this is just in her imagination. I guess he just doesn't care. I probably wouldn't care either, but it's kind of weird. I think it's kind of a weird idea that doesn't necessarily make this a bad episode, but it's a little bit weird. After all, at the episode itself, the Rainbow Dash wanting to help her and then screw up and then later be good at it. That's something I can live with. That part of the episode I liked. Yeah, so overall, I like the episode. Overall, I do like it, but nothing really great about it. Well, there probably are. I haven't watched it in a while. There are probably some moments that were pretty cool or pretty nice or whatever. But the episode as a whole is, for me, good, but nothing great. just kind of standard for the show. And the show has a high standard, so it's definitely good. But yeah, 5 minutes wasted. Let's see what he has to say about it. 3, 2, 1.
Now, are we, Zoto? You know I love you.
Yeah, that was one of the
ring till
great
properly
moments in there.
proposed.
Oh no. Daring, do you realize what you've done? You have unleashed a fresh wave of...
Shipping?
Slash fiction!
Slash fiction, okay. I like that moment in the episode, definitely. You had to use that face, didn't you?
One of the many things I admire about the Brony community is its ability to weave narratives around one tiny fact. We see Lyra sitting strangely in Dragonshy, and suddenly she's obsessed with the mythology of humans and their oh-so-special hands. Barry Punch swipes a bit of punch at a party, and suddenly, behold the town drunk. We see a Cole playing an arcade game, and barely a year later we have an amazing animated short and music video. So when Gameloft released a card for their online game saying that Twilight Sparkle's mother, Twilight Velvet, loves to write adventure stories, fans adopted the headcanon that the mother of our newest princess is also the creator of Rainbow Dash's favorite fiction, Daring Do. This idea was reinforced in the IDW comics, as a fleeting glimpse of the awards within the Twilight family's home displays Daring Do on an award. So the fans must have called it right. Through careful analysis and deconstruction of scenes, the analytics of the fandom are drinking their own tears as the show introduces a new author who is the creator of Daring Do. That's no concern of Rainbow Dash, who is literally counting the days until the next installment in the series. So imagine her deflation when she finds out that the book has been delayed an additional 2 months.
I don't think I can take another 2 months. I'll never make it. Yeah, I can vouch for that.
Just
I
like
love
the
it when
second
Flutter tries
season
to
of
overshadow
Attack on
that
Titan.
tone. It's neither sarcastic nor rude, it's just flutter dry. Dash rallies quickly,
2017.
realizing that there must be a cause for this delay.
So far
Real
away.
life!
She needs help dealing with whatever everyday nonsense is distracting her from spending her every living, breathing second writing.
Ugh. It's like every Song of Ice and Fire, Harry Potter, Half-Life, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged fan rolled into one. Twilight, thankfully, provides a reality check.
I'm just as big a fan as you. In fact, I'm the one who first introduced you to the books, remember?
Continuity!
Yeah!
At first, I thought that this episode was trying to say that Twilight is the better fan. Then I thought about Twilight's character and how, despite her love of reading, she's never expressed an interest in writing anything beyond reports and journal entries. Meanwhile, Rainbow Dash has talked about writing her own book and is such an avid fan that she's read the same book 12 times over. I really enjoy the dynamic that these two create and how it relates back to fandoms in general. Twilight is the analytical part of the community, the fans who carry out interviews, cover events, and keep everyone up to date. Rainbow Dash is the passion that drives creativity. She's the part that wants to celebrate and create fan fiction, art, and music. Yes, her enthusiasm can go too far and become a negative. Same goes for how fandoms, including bronies, can go overboard. Yet without that vitality, we'd all be sharing spreadsheets right now. We need both the level-headed and the passionate in order for a fandom to flourish. It is Dash's passion that drives this story, and carries the girls halfway across Equestria through the most absurd path. Nice to know that Equestrian GPS is just as bad as ours.
Turn right and proceed.
Well, okay.
In a few hooves.
Whoa!
You will look like an idiot. Doubt me again and I will GPS my boot up your flank.
But things get directed south as the main six meet AK Yearling. Ah, I see what you did there. And they're just about to leave when 3 goon ponies break in. And it is here that we learn.
AK Yearling is Daring Do.
What?
My mind is officially blown.
Whereas my mind has just crashed. You know, this is a rare moment for the show. There are episodes where a single moment defines the whole event, like how the Sonic Rain Boom rewarded fan expectations while a lot of people were upset by Fluttershy putting her hoof down on Rarity and Pinkie Pie. Then there are episodes where there's no one thing that stands out, just a lot of notes that either create a symphony or sour the whole composition. Yet I usually understand this in hindsight. Here, I instantly knew that this moment would either make or break the episode, and I gotta admit, I don't know how to take this. Daring Do was a fiction within fiction character for 1 episode. As dynamic shifts go, this isn't even in the same league as Princess Twilight. And yet, I really like the fact that ponies had fiction. In a world where creatures aren't mythological so much as, well, hungry, it was an interesting idea that these ponies still dreamed of far-off adventures and other creatures. Making Daring Do's adventures an autobiography cheapens that feeling. Plus, Daring Do's desaturated design bothers me now. When I thought she was a book character, I enjoyed the visual similarity to Rainbow Dash. It helped blend the parallel stories and stress how Rainbow Dash was imitating her heroine. Now Daring Do is just a Rainbow Dash recolor with a grimmer attitude and some extra clothes. If a fan had tried posting something like this, people would have denounced it as a bad OC. Oh no, I said it! I hate original characters.
Just use a background pony.
Self-insert.
Very soon.
Originality is bad.
It seems like I'm talking more about concepts than the episode. Well, that's because not a whole lot has happened. So what is going on with Daring?
So let me guess. Aoizoro has put you up to this. You're stealing
Are they
the ring
talking
to give
about
to
the
him,
plot?
so his hold on the fortress of Talicon will be good for 8 centuries as foretold by prophecy.
They are. They're talking about the plot.
I'm going to sell this to him, make a bundle, and retire from archaeology in splendor.
For the love of storytelling, show, don't tell. So Daring Do enjoys a fight scene with the goons over a magic ring as our heroines look on.
Should we go in and help her maybe?
Ring to find them all.
Oh,
Yeah.
Firefly, never change. But seriously, what kind of jerk just
don't.
sits outside and watches while someone is engaged in a 3-on-1 fight? Oh. Away! And Daring Do emerges from the fight with a damaged leg while refusing help from 5 able-bodied ponies and 1 alicorn princess. And just add salt, she fails to recognize national heroines, just like every other pony. Well,
Yeah.
surely we'll be treated to a flashback that explains why Daring has trouble trusting other ponies. No? Well, okay.
Aoizoro has sought control of the Tenochtitlan Basin since Book 3. True, but in Book 4,
Oh, Ford, they're doing it again.
and secured control of the Amulet
I
of
like
Atonement,
it.
dispelling the dark magic of the Quetzalcoatl Empress, and thus protecting the basin with the Radiant Shield of Razdan. But the Radiant Shield of Razdan is vulnerable to the dark enchantment of the Rings of Scorchero.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
I like that moment.
Oh, sorry, what?
Get on with it.
Okay, I'll sum things up. They have to raid a temple to steal the one ring and save the valley so that Daring Do can finish her maybe real adventures that now feature our main cast. Now, one might ask why Rainbow Dash is fangasming over Daring Do more than she was for the Wonderbolts and Spitfire. When your real-life idol gets KO'd by a flailing unicorn who's dressed like Picasso's puke, the magic tends to slacken. Yet this is the start of Rainbow Dash's weakest character arc for the episode. At first, she's working herself up, trying to gather the nerve to talk to Daring Do, whose leg appears to have miraculously healed. No, wait, shut it down. Shut it down, guys. False alarm. Rainbow Dash is the most action-oriented of the main 6. When it comes time to make a decision, Rainbow would rather act and make a mistake than do nothing. So when Daring Do winds up in another fight, it feels wrong that Rainbow Dash is on the sidelines, cheering and distracting her idol. Even worse, Rainbow Dash gets captured, resulting in Daring Do being overpowered. And what does Rainbow want to do now that the situation is at its worst? Go home and pout. The Rainbow we've seen would never give up, even after failing. In fact, she'd be doubly committed to action now that some pony's life was in danger. Thank goodness that Twilight returns to remind every pony of Rainbow's true persona. And the rest of the episode plays out at rapid speed. Fortunately, we get to see the return of the Rainbow Dash we all know.
Have I mentioned yet that I work alone? Have I mentioned yet that you're lucky I don't?
If there's one thing that My Little Pony has taught me, no matter what the generation or medium, it's that all of life's problems can be solved with a good game of keep away. The battle ends when Rainbow Dash and Daring Do are able to liberate not 1, but 12 rings from the dais. This destroys the temple because, And with stock villain phrase number 607,
I will have my revenge!
Daring Do flies off to finish her book while Rainbow Dash provides the first diary entry for this season. I think any fan, brony or otherwise, would see a little of themselves in Rainbow and Twilight's dynamic, and there are some funny moments and action scenes that make this episode enjoyable. Yet the entry of Daring Do into the equestrian setting is so jarring and unexpected that this episode can lose a lot of people before the first commercial break, and Rainbow Dash's defeatism seems out of place for this character. Despite my misgivings, I'd recommend this episode if only for the fan reaction. Yet, let us all remember that there's a silver lining. Now Rainbow Dash's fanfiction dreams can come true, like this latest rendition I found while raiding her fridge. The thick chains wrapped tight around Daring's legs, pulling them wide. Ow, oh, no, ow, oh, ow, ow, ow. Seriously,
Nice.
Rainbow, I don't think this thing on page 35 is physically possible. Oh, ow, oh, oh. Not unless you practice yoga.
My life is ruined!
Where are you going to find a ping pong paddle that big? Besides, I'd rather ship Daring Do with Big Macintosh.
Nope.
Return and repetition the restraint. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I really like his style of reviewing. I think it's relatively fast paced, but still good. I like the way he I don't know. I don't know. I really like his Yeah, I just really like this video from him, dude. Apparently he thinks too that Daring Do being real is somewhat weird. Yeah, I know I couldn't be the only one. I think I've heard somewhere that many people really didn't like it. I think it's not that bad, but it is definitely weird. That thing about Rainbow Dash being out of character, again, one thing I didn't even think about. I didn't recall whatever a reason why I'm not a reviewer. Even if I would have rewatched the episode now, I wouldn't have noticed that. I'm just not good at reviewing things. But yeah, I think he's definitely right. He doesn't really give ratings, so for me it's kind of a mystery if he does like it or not. I think he said something at the end about it, but it was still kind of something about he would recommend the episode only for the fan reaction. So, do we like it or not? Is it good or not? Yeah, it could have made it a little bit clearer for me, but it's not that bad at all. I still like the episode, not more, not less than before. Reviewers really don't have an impact on me. But I think that's a good thing. At least it's definitely not a bad thing. Yeah, but that joke at the end. Brilliant, just brilliant. I love that kind of humor. It's just my kind of humor, a little bit dirty. Or yeah, great. 10 out of 10. Only for that joke at the end. And again, I really love this kind of humor in combination with going just a little bit too far, like timing wise. Just having it go on for a little too long makes it, in some cases, not always you can screw up with something like that, but in some cases makes it just all the better for me if it just keeps going. Family Guy does that a lot, and that's the only thing I really like about Family Guy. They have some pretty good jokes that we can really enjoy. Other than that, I really don't care about Family Guy. Haven't watched that in ages. Yeah. Allowed to talk in the kitchen. You can hear it. Yeah, apparently we have visitors again. No wonder. Today's the pre-semi-finals of the European Cup, so in Germany plays against France. I can't tell the thing, but goddamn country. I don't care. I really don't care about soccer. But yeah, this video has been going on for far too long now, and it's gonna be quite a problem to find a song that's long enough to put in the background of that my talking right here. So before I'm even making an even bigger fool of myself and make that video even more unnecessarily long, let me just end this right here. So I hope you liked the little commentary, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.
Take